Hi guys, and welcome to a new video. This video I'm going over the month of April's reading wrap-up. I had read 11 books in total for the month of April and really enjoyed quite a few of them. But I'll just go ahead and get right in. But anyways, I'll go ahead and get started with the first book. The first book is A Shadow in the Ember by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I gave this a 4.5 stars using the Compile rating system. This was a reread for me. I had originally read this book, I think, at the end of last year, so it's only been a few months since I had last read it, but I still really enjoyed reading this book, and I had read it for the Realmathon readathon that was happening in April, that was held by Cassidy with Covers with Cassidy. I really enjoyed the reread, and it was a month for the big, thick, chunky books, and definitely. Second was the graphic novel Snapdragon by Kat Lehy, I believe that's how you, Kat, L-E-H-Y. I'm probably butchering the last name. But this was a 4-star rating. I thought this was a really sweet and cute graphic novel, and it was definitely a quick read. This was a pick that my sister had done for my tarot TBR for the month of April, and she definitely picked a good one. It was a nice quick read. I completed The Green Witch, Your Complete Guide to the Nature of Plants, of Herbs, Flowers, Essential Oils, and More. I had to pull it up on Goodreads, by Erin Murphy Hiscock. This was a book I happened to pick up from Half Price Books whenever I was in Texas for my uncle's memorial, and I definitely find this as a good resource to have. I did just give it only 3 stars. I already have quite a few witchy books, or like how-to witchy books that have to do with the craft and things like that. So a lot of the information that I read was ones that I picked up from other books in my readings before, which isn't always a bad thing. It's always good to be refreshed with those. But like I said, it only just got a 3 stars. It's definitely a good resource if you're looking to learn more about the Green Witch type itself, and this was actually one of the books that inspired my read-along my readathon that's currently happening for the month of May, the Witchathon. But yeah, I do suggest that book if you are interested in starting your path. Book 3 is From Blood and Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout, and I also read A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire and the bonus chapter, The Red Pearl, also by her. From Blood and Ash, all these but The Red Pearl was a reread for me. From Blood and Ash still has 5 stars, A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire has 4.5, and The Red Pearl has 4. All these were for the Magical Readathon and Realmathon. Magical Readathon was hosted by G over at Book Roast. Pretty much all the books that I've read for the month of April went to these 2 readathons. And there was also Spring Fling a Wing that happened, that was hosted by Olivia Reads a Latte and Gabby Reads. But I'll go over those books whenever I get to those. Again, I enjoyed my reread of the series. The Red Pearl, it was a bonus chapter told from Hawk's point of view from the chapter right at the beginning of From Blood and Ash when he first meets Poppy. It was definitely nice to see more context to that infamous scene. I do recommend it. If you can read it, definitely do. Next book is Fangs by Sarah Anderson. This was a graphic novel, paranormal romance book that I rated 3.5 stars. It was a quick read. I think I would have enjoyed it a bit more if it was a little bit more fleshed out. It was just more of a webtoons comic that seemed like it was missing a good chunk, so it jumped timeline quite a bit. So some parts of it didn't fully kind of mesh well to me, but it was still pretty cute nonetheless. Next book is House Magic, Transform Your Home and Create Your Sanctuary by Erica Fieldman. This was a ebook that I had picked up from I think it was a Kindle deal or a book perk that I happened to get an email about a while ago. This obviously just goes over the things that you can do to make your house feel more like your space and more of a open and creative environment to practice your craft. This was also 3.5-star books. A lot of the photography in this book was very beautiful. Some of the information I don't think I can apply it to the way that my house is set up currently, but it's definitely gives me some ideas for the future. And then the last 3 books that I read for Spring Fling Oween was The Walking Dead book 13, 14, and 15. I did have to skip like a volume or 2 because my library was missing a volume for whatever reason. So I was a little confused going into book 13, but I did like kind of get the gist of everything pretty quickly. Book 13 got a 3 stars, 14 3.5, and 15 got a 3. This is a series that I've been working through for a while, and I stopped watching the show itself a few years ago, and honestly don't even remember what season we had stopped on, but I'm enjoying seeing the plot with these, and Negan is a handful, just to say the least. But yeah, those were the 11 books that I read for the month of April, and all together with those 11 books, I averaged around 3,648 pages, or in total, I estimated around those times. I shouldn't say average, but yeah. Let me know in the comments below what you had read for the month of April, and if you read any of the books that I had mentioned here, let me know also. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button to keep up to date with any new videos that I happen to come up with. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.